This is Smokin Jamgrass. I'm Brian.
I'm Jolie, and we'd like to share with you the music we love, progressive bluegrass, and its roots. First and third Sundays of the month from 2 to 3 p.m. right here on KMUZ.
You and I headed straight into the west.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Today we are focusing the lens on the ladies of bluegrass history, or as we're calling it,
SHEgrass.
In an industry dominated by Caucasian males, women have used their voices and their instruments to shatter glass ceilings and make history in the music of bluegrass, country, and beyond. From the Carter family, Elizabeth Cotten, and Hazel Dickens, to Molly Tuttle, Lindsay Lou, and Sierra Hull, we could go on and on. We only have so much time, but this show represents a cross-section of the women in bluegrass history.
We're going to start off the special show with the Carter family. The Carter family was the first family of country music and entertained audiences from the Great Depression until World War II, making popular the music from the Appalachians, or as we like to call it, the Appalachians. The group consisted of Alvin Pleasant Carter, A.P. Carter, and his wife Sarah, and his sister-in-law Maybelle Carter. Later, the Carter sisters, also known as the second version of the Carter family, consisted of Maybelle Carter, her daughters June Carter Cash, Helen Carter, and Anita Carter. They performed during World War II, and the group recorded and performed into the late 1990s. This song is bold for its time and compares the lifestyles of two kinds of women. It's Single Girl, Married Girl on Smokin Jamgrass on KMUZ. That was the Carter family with one of their first recordings, recorded way back on August 2nd of 1927 in Bristol, Tennessee.
We're celebrating International Women's History Month with an episode called SHEgrass on Smokin Jamgrass. Now to Elizabeth Cotten. Elizabeth Libba Cotten was an African-American singer-songwriter born in Chapel Hill, North Carolina on January 5th, 1893. She started playing music at a very young age, taught herself how to play guitar. She was left-handed. yet she played the right-handed guitar by flipping it over and playing it with the strings the other way so that the melody was actually played with her thumb. By the time she was a teenager, she started writing songs, and then she started working, so she put that aside for a while. It wasn't until she was in her 60s that she played publicly. Elizabeth Cotten was discovered while working as a maid for American folk singer pioneers the Seeger family, and in the end, many well-known musicians wound up playing her music, such as Doc Watson, Joan Baez, Bob Dylan, and Jerry Garcia. Here is Elizabeth Cotten with Shake Sugaree. It's SHEgrass on Smokin Jamgrass, KMUZ, radio worth listening to.
Have a little song, won't take long. Sing it right, once or twice. Oh, out of me, didn't I shake sugaree? Everything I got is done in part. Everything I got is done in part. Pawn my watch, pawn my chain, pawn everything that was in my name. Oh, out of me, didn't I shake sugaree? Everything I got is done in pawn. Everything I got is done in pawn. Pawn my buggy, horse and cot, pawn everything that was on my lot. Oh, out of me, didn't I shake sugaree? Everything I got is done in pawn. Everything I got is done in pawn. Pawn my chair, pawn my bed, ain't got nowhere to lay my head. Oh, out of me, didn't I shake sugaree? Everything I got is done in pawn. Everything I got is done in pawn. Pawn my tobacco, pawn my pipe, pawn everything that was in my sight. Oh, out of me, didn't I shake sugaree? Everything I got is done in pawn. Everything I got is done in pawn. Have a little secret I ain't gonna tell. I'm going to heaven in a ground pea shell. Oh, out of me, didn't I shake sugaree? Everything I got is done in pawn. Everything I got is done in pawn. Pawn my farm, pawn my plow, pawn everything, even pawn my old cow. Oh, out of me, didn't I shake sugaree? Everything I got is done in pawn. Everything I got is done in pawn. Pawn my hat, pawn my shoes, pawn everything that I could use. Oh, out of me, didn't I shake sugaree? Everything I got is done in pawn. Everything I got is done in pawn. Have a little secret I ain't gonna tell. I'm going to heaven and I ain't gonna. Oh, out of me, didn't I shake sugaree? Everything I got is done in pawn. Everything I got is done in pawn. Chew my tobacco, spit my juice. Would raise Cain, but it ain't a bit of use. Oh, out of me, didn't I shake sugary? Everything I got is done in pawn. Everything I got is done in pawn. Everything I got is done in pawn.
That's Elizabeth Cotten with Shake Sugary, featuring Cotten's great-granddaughter Brenda Joyce Evans. As we said before, Elizabeth Cotten's songs have been covered by many people, including Jerry Garcia. Another cover you might recognize is a song called Babe It Ain't No Lie. You're listening to SHEgrass on Smokin Jamgrass. We're celebrating pioneering women of bluegrass.
Now we're going to listen to a track from Moline Sally Ann Forrester, considered the first woman in bluegrass, playing the accordion alongside with her fiddler husband, Howdy Forrester, in Bill Monroe's Bluegrass Boys, the father of bluegrass. Prior to joining Bill Monroe, she sang and played guitar and fiddle, but she was part of a package deal with her husband, Howdy, who ended up leaving the band to serve in the Navy during the World War II. But she continued on and is playing accordion here in this track of Rocky Road Blues, first recorded on Columbia Records in 1945. It's Sally Ann Forrester on Smokin Jamgrass.
Lord, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Lord, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Another man has got my woman and gone. I got the blues, I'm running out the soul. I got the blues, I'm running up the soul on my shoe. My gal went away and left me, she left me with the doggone blues. Lord, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long, Lord, Lord. Lord, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Another man has got my woman and gone. You'll never miss your water until the well runs dry, Lord, Lord. You'll never miss your water until the well runs dry. You'll never miss your woman until she said goodbye. Lord, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long, Lord, Lord. Lord, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Another man has got my woman and gone. I wish to the Lord you'd bring my woman back home. I wish to the Lord you'd bring my woman back home. I'm not so lonesome, just don't want to be alone. Lord, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long, Lord. Lord, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Another man has got my woman and gone.
That was Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys, and also the lady, Sally Ann Forrester.
We are celebrating the ladies of bluegrass here on Smokin Jamgrass for International Women's History Month. And in the early 1960s, Hazel Dickens and Alice Gerrard opened the eyes and doors of female musicians for decades to come, though they came from very different backgrounds. From the Bay Area, Alice Gerrard's mother and aunt studied classical music. She moved east to college, and then she met her future husband, Jeremy Foster, who was also a musician, and they moved to the D.C. area, where she eventually met Hazel Dickens. Hazel Dickens came from West Virginia. Born in 1925, she was the 8th of 11 children to a strict banjo-playing pastor. and her education and income were limited, but that didn't stop her passion for writing song lyrics. Later, she moved to Baltimore, where she wound up meeting Alice Gerrard. Alice and Hazel played with the likes of Bill Monroe and the Stanley Brothers. Their first album, Who's That Knocking?, was released in 1965. They went on to play festivals and supported civil rights movements, union rights, and social justice causes. They were inducted into the International Bluegrass Music Association's, IBMA's, Hall of Fame in 2017. Here's Hazel Dickens and Alice Gerrard. From their album Hazel and Alice, here's Custom-Made Woman Blues. It's SHEgrass on Smokin Jamgrass, KMUZ.
Well, I tried to be the kind of woman you wanted me to be, and it's not your fault that I tried to be what I thought you wanted to see. Smiling face, shining hair, clothes that I thought you'd like me to wear, made to please and not to tease. It's the custom-made woman blues. I tried to be the kind of woman you wanted me to be, and I tried to see life your way and say all the things you'd like me to say. Loving thoughts, gentle hands, all guaranteed to keep a hold of your man, made to please and not to tease. It's the custom-made woman blues. Oh, play it tired of me and all of those things I thought you wanted me to be. Is it true you want someone who knows how to think and do on her own? Lord, it's hard to realize the lessons I learned so young were nothing but lies, made to please and not to tease. It's the custom-made woman blues, made to please and not to tease. It's the custom-made woman blues.
That's Hazel Dickens and Alice Gerrard, Smokin Jamgrass on KMUZ, Custom-Made Woman Blues, as part of our show here celebrating the women of bluegrass history.
In the 1970s came strong female artists onto the country scene. Powerhouses Dolly Parton, Linda Ronstadt, and Emmylou Harris made names for themselves, each winning multiple awards and getting big hits on the charts, earning respect from their fans and music community at large. They tried to make a record together in the 1970s, but scheduling conflicts threw a monkey in the works. They weren't able to do it until 1987 with their collaborative album Trio, which produced 4 hit singles. It was nominated Grammy Album of the Year and won Grammy Best Country Performance by a Duo Group and wound up going platinum. This is Dolly Parton, Linda Ronstadt, and Emmylou Harris with Those Memories of You.
Dolly Parton, Linda Ronstadt, and Emmylou Harris. Those three names alone represent a powerful force in bluegrass history. Much more on the country scene, but it all kind of ties together, as so much bluegrass does in different genres. So now we're on to another powerful lady of bluegrass and country music, Alison Krauss. She was born in Illinois, began studying classical violin at the age of 5, but then she proved to be a bluegrass prodigy. She's a killer fiddler. She won several contests at a young age and led a band when she was just 10 years old and signed a recording contract by the age of 14. Alison Krauss received her 27th Grammy Award in 2012. And with that win, Alison Krauss tied Quincy Jones for the title of Living Artist with the most Grammys. And she won a Grammy for Best Country Instrumental for this next tune in 2004. Here's Alison Krauss and Union Station doing a song that was originally written by the Foundations. This is Baby, Now That I Found You, live from the Louisville Palace, Kentucky in 2002.
Build my world around you. I need you so, baby. No, you don't need me now. couldn't forget. I sit right and I bide my time. Spent my life looking for that somebody to make me feel like you. But now you tell me that you wanna leave me. But darling, I just can't let you.
Alison Krauss and Union Station, it's SHEgrass on Smokin Jamgrass, KMUZ, as we celebrate International Women's History Month.
Next up, we have the great Gillian Welch, born on October 2nd, 1967 in New York, and was adopted by musical parents. Her and her longtime musical partner, Dave Rawlings, met in an audition for a country band. Together, they moved to Nashville, and they've written songs that were covered by the likes of Willie Nelson and Emmylou Harris and others. A real powerhouse duo, and that have collaborated on 7 critically acclaimed albums, 5 released under her name and 2 released under the Dave Rawlings machine. Welch had commented once, quote, "To be commercial, everybody wants happy love songs. People flat out ask me, don't you have any happy love songs? Well, as a matter of fact, I don't. I had songs about orphans and morphine addicts." This song is falling into that format perfectly. It's The Way It Goes by Gillian Welch. You're listening to SHEgrass on Smokin Jamgrass, KMUZ.
Mickey Johnson bought the farm, put a needle in her arm. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. Then her brother laid her down in the cold Kentucky ground. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. That's the way that it goes. Everybody's buying little baby clothes. That's the way that it ends. Though there was a time when she and I were friends. And Miranda ran away, took her cat and left L.A. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. She was busted, broken flat, and had to sell that pussy cat. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. That's the way that it goes. Everybody's buying little baby clothes. That's the way that it ends. Though there was a time when he and I were friends. See the brightest ones of all early in October fall. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. While the dark ones go to bed with good whiskey in their heads. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. Now Billy Joe's back in the tank. You tell Musso, I tell Frank. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. Did he throw her down? Well, did she leave him for that swell? That's the way that it goes, that's the way. That's the way that it goes. Everybody's buying little baby clothes. That's the way that it ends. Though there was a time when all of us were friends. When you lay me down to rest, leave a pistol in my vest. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. Do you miss my gentle touch? Did I hurt you very much? That's the way that it goes, that's the way. That's the way that it goes. Everybody's buying little baby clothes. That's the way that it ends. Though there was a time when you and I were friends.
Gillian Welch with The Way It Goes. The Harrow and the Harvest is the album from 2001 nominated for a Grammy for Best Contemporary Folk Album. So fast forward to today, where so many women on the bluegrass scene are finally winning awards and making their way, including Lindsay Lou, a woman who we've had the pleasure of interviewing when she was a guest here on Smokin Jamgrass. You can listen to that interview on our YouTube channel, by the way. You can hear that whole interview, and in that, she tells us that she grew up being influenced by all kinds of music, and that her grandmother, a rainbow gatherer, she made waves as a teacher in the 1960s when she tried to teach the meaning of the F word to her classrooms. In fact, wound up in Time magazine for that. Lindsay Lou started getting into the bluegrass scene when she was in college, but she plays and sings and continues to recreate herself as she redefines the genre of bluegrass. Here's Lindsay Lou and the Flatbellies from 2012, Pass Me the Whiskey. You're listening to SHEgrass on Smokin Jamgrass KMUZ.
sweet sound of grown wise and humble from sleeping on the ground. I know that long, 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 set me free. Oh yes, baby, I know that long, 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 set me free. Oh yes, I don't need your money, I don't need your time. Just pass me the whiskey and I'll be feeling fine. Just pass me the whiskey and I'll be feeling fine.
Lindsay Lou and the Flatbellies, Pass Me the Whiskey, opening for Green Sky Bluegrass at Bell's Brewery in Kalamazoo on June 2nd, 2012.
Next up, we got mandolin virtuoso Sierra Hull. She's been tearing up the scene for a while now, but she started at an early age, around 8. By 11, she had played the Grand Ole Opry, and by 12, she had played Carnegie Hall. She signed with Rounder Records at the ripe old age of 13, recording the album Secrets in 2008. That was the year where she began to get nominated for awards. In 2016, she became the first woman to win the IBMA Award for Mandolin Player of the Year. She then took it again in 2017 and 2018. We're going to listen to a couple tracks from her because she's so fabulous. And the first one is with her on stage being called out by Alison Krauss in the Union Station when she was just 11 years old. It's Cluck Old Hen, recorded at the Grand Ole Opry. It's SHEgrass episode on Smokin Jamgrass KMUZ. We just heard Sierra Hull with her husband, dobro virtuoso Justin Moses, with She's Crazy, recorded from Portland's own Alberta Rose Theater in October 23rd, 2016.
Sierra Hull also was part of this next band we're going to play called the First Ladies of Bluegrass. This is a superpower group of ladies. Each member of the band was the first woman to win Instrumentalist of the Year from the IBMA with their respective instruments. The band came together in 2018. They were first known as the Julia Bells. They are comprised of banjo player Allison Brown, fiddler Becky Buller, Sierra Hull on mandolin, bass player Missy Raines, and playing the guitar, Molly Tuttle. They may be known best by Missy Raines' album, Royal Traveler. This is when the ladies all first came together and joined the recording of the song Swept Away. So here we go with the First Ladies of Bluegrass from the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum CMA Theater in 2019 in concert. It's Girls Breakdown. The theme of today's show is SHEgrass on Smokin Jamgrass KMUZ.
So I always love the tune Earl's Breakdown, but this tune is called Girls Breakdown. You ready?
First Ladies of Bluegrass as we focus the attention on SHEgrass during International Women's History Month here on Smokin Jamgrass on KMUZ. And that leads us to our very last artist of the day, Molly Tuttle.
Molly Tuttle grew up just down the road in Northern California to a music teacher in Palo Alto. She plays several instruments, but is most notably known for her flat pick and guitar style and her singing. She started jamming with others at the age of 11, and in 2001, she received the first Hazel Dickens Memorial Scholarship. She's the first and only woman to win the IBMA Award for Guitar Player of the Year in 2017. Then she won it again in 2018. She's wicked fast. She's got a long list of awards, and she's got a newly formed super band, the Golden Highway, comprised of Molly on guitar, Kyle Tuttle on banjo, Bronwood Keith Hines on fiddle, who was the 2021 IBMA Fiddler Player of the Year, Grammy-nominated Shelby Means on bass. We were lucky enough to actually see them play at Mississippi Studios in January, and boy, were they cooking. It was nice to see a band comprised of a majority of women for once.
Yeah, it was such a great show, and the album, her newest album, Crooked Tree, has not been released yet. It was produced by herself and Jerry Douglas. So that's still to come, but she's been releasing singles from that album, which also includes guest stars Gillian Welch, Dan Tominski, Old Crow Medicine Show, which her dad played with, Sierra Hull, and Billy Strings. Throughout the album, Molly sings the praises of wild-hearted women, my kind of lady. This song was released just a few weeks ago, and Billy Strings plays on it. It's a song about a special kind of farm.
Ganja.
Molly Tuttle and the Golden Highway. Here's Dooley's Farm on Smokin Jamgrass KMUZ.
Carolina, got his schooling out in Vietnam. Tucks his hair up in a pioneer seed cap when he's bringing his cash crop in. Now everybody said he's just a simpleton farmer, plowing 100 acres out in Sugar Grove, smiling at you from an IH tractor. But there's a secret town in every row, in the Blue Ridge Mountains with the whispering pines. They used to grow tobacco, then they made moonshine. But there's something better in the back of the barn, down on Dooley's farm. Old Dooley's got a roadside farm stand, sweet corn, tomatoes, and turnip greens. But if you ask to buy a jug of sorghum, he'll know exactly what you mean. He'll meet you in the back of the woods at midnight. Bring a lantern, cause it's hard to find. He's got a strain that'll punch your lights out. Old Dooley's gonna blow your mind. In the Blue Ridge Mountains with the whispering pines, they used to grow tobacco, then they made moonshine. But there's something better in the back of the barn, down on Dooley's farm. Dooley in the moonlight, drug him down from the field to the state farm to bust rocks on the roadside. Now everybody says I'm just a simpleton farmer, but they don't know that I'm an outlaw. Growing green must have ran in the family, cause old Dooley is my grandpa. In the Blue Ridge Mountains with the whispering pines, they used to grow tobacco, then they made moonshine. But there's something better in the back of the barn, down on Dooley's farm. In the Blue Ridge Mountains with the whispering pines,
From her upcoming album Crooked Tree, Molly Tuttle and the Golden Highway. There are so many women in bluegrass that we admire and just so much time we have to share them with you. We hope this hour has been a little bit enlightening for you as we celebrate International Women's History Month.
Coming up on our next episode, the first weekend of April, we're going to be previewing the very last Northwest String Summit.
We've got an interview in the can with Dave Johnston of Yonder Mountain String Band, and we're going to hear a lot of other information about the last verse taking place in July. But for now, thanks for listening, everybody.
Much love.
You and I headed straight into the west. Sun is rising behind, we're headed straight into the darkness. And it's been so long since I've seen you, but I'm forced to stare at these lines while you're tossing, turning, and dreaming. No, I love you, give you peace of mind. Straight in the darkness, headed you and I. Straight in the darkness, further into the night. But at least you're all here with me. Here we stand together, side. Straight in the darkness, headed you and I. Time is running fast, another hour come and gone. Plenty of road ahead, behind the morning's coming on. I can feel you sleeping beside me, but I'm forced to stare at these lines while you're tossing, turning.